Yo, what's up guys, it's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today's Friday, so we do another Crypto Market Roundup where I go over Bitcoin, Ethereum and all the other altcoins in my watch list, guys. So let's get started. Bitcoin, I'm currently looking on the 1 hour and not on the 6 hour so much, because, well, on the 6 hour it's harder to see, right? But if you go on the 1 hour, this card, I'm not saying it will drop again, however this does look a little bit like a bear flag. So if we get another bear flag, we could potentially drop again, right? And that would make not this an ABC, but this would be in a 1, a 2, and then this would be a big 3. You would get a 4 and still a 5 down there somewhere, right? That's just a potential. We have to be aware of it, and the trend is down, guys. So if you want to play anything on Bitcoin right now, is wait for a pop up and then short it, okay? I'm not of the proponent to go long, not under the 6.5. You guys know how I work. When it's under the 6.5 or 618, right, this zone, I'm bearish, right? It was not supposed to drop through that. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Let's go with Ethereum. Ethereum is at the lows that it was before. It's very speculative, but to pick it up here, but I'd say it could even go back to these lows down here. That's a reason, right, why I say that. That's because if Bitcoin drops further, Ethereum is most likely to drop further as well. So keep that in mind. Then let's go over some of the altcoins, right? Like I said, guys, this is going to be a quick one because the alts just don't, they will not do all that much when Bitcoin's dropping, right? So ADA, you know, same lows. If you want to pick some up, I would stay out, honestly. I mean, yes, trying to uptrend, but it's just the fact that Bitcoin keeps downtrending. It's just scary, right? So, I mean, if you really believe in a project, like I said in my last Crypto Market Roundup, pick up the projects that you believe in, right? ADA is certainly one of them. I have some ADA, but it's up to you guys. So as for the technicals, yeah, normally this would be a great spot. However, with the Bitcoin uncertainty, I just honestly don't know, right? So, and that's for all the altcoins, guys. That's why I say it on this coin right now. But let's just go over the technical. So yeah, technically it's a good spot to pick up, right? ADX, making new lows, stay out. Ion, right? It just had this big wick down. It's making new lows all the time. Stay out. Ambrosis, I would wait until it gets down to this low here. Then you could potentially pick it up. AppCoin is under all EMAs, under Ichimoku Cloud. Yeah, stay out. BATS, so Basic Attention Token. This one you could pick some up, maybe around here. Why I say that is because this one gets a potential listing on Coinbase, right? And that's just great. If it does happen, you have some Basic Attention Token, then you will most likely moon. So, well, moon, you know, you will earn some decent money. So, I'm definitely going to pick up some Basic Attention Token because you just don't know, right? I have this bag that I split in between, what was it, like 4 or 5, and I'm buying all the coins that I could potentially get on Coinbase right now, which I think is BAT, 0x, and there were a bunch more, right? And I'll just split equally, and we'll see which one lands and which one doesn't. Bitcoin Cash, well, this one is back at the low, so technically speaking you could pick some up. However, it could easily drop all the way down back here, right? So Bitcoin Cash USD, who cares? Bluezell is under all EMAs, new lows, under Ichimoku. Skip it, don't even bother. Binance is always interesting, guys. Look at that, all right? We're uptrending here. So Binance is always just uptrending when Bitcoin's taking a dive or anything, right? Binance also had some good news. They showed some video of their DEX, their decentralized exchange that they're working on, which is looking great. And I think Switch.io and Nex has obviously huge competition, right? Since I think Binance will be the biggest and stay the biggest. So yeah, that's that. BQX is currently at these lows, and it needs to find support here, but if it drops through, if Bitcoin really takes a dive, it could potentially drop through, and that's gonna hurt it, right? So, but if you want to pick some up and you believe in this project, now is not a bad time. Bitcoin futures, we don't really look at that. The longs, Bitcoin longs, currently kind of in the middle. Bitcoin shorts are way up there, so it's a little bit risky to go short right now. However, like I said, guys, the trend is down, so I would still go short, but I always use a stop. Yesterday we were up here as well. I was short, and I mean I made some good money. So why not, right? If you just use a stop, you're more than fine. Bitcoin gold, but always use a stop. If you margin, you just need to have a stop. Okay, you cannot be like, okay, I'll wait and I hope for the best. Bitcoin gold, making new lows. Stay out. BitShares, it kind of needs to drop down here if you want to be interested to buy it, and potentially even all the way down here. It depends on how crazy it will drop, right? ZMT, so Cybermals. This one, I would wait for it to really bottom out. I don't think it will really bottom out here, because just looking back, right? Let's put a Fibonacci on here. Well, it is at that 886, so that is interesting, right? It's interesting. However, I think it could potentially double bottom. Dash to Bitcoin. Well, it just keeps on going down. I wouldn't pick this up. Dent. Well, Dent is trying to bottom out here, guys. I mean, it's been around that 29 to 30 Satoshi for a while. So if you want to pick some up at 29, that's fine with me. For a potential, you know, upward movement, right? But keep in mind that this is a very, I mean, it's not really a coin that I would be really happy to have or anything. But for potential play, technically, you know, picking it up at 29, having your stop, right, just under there at 28, you're fine, right? So you're not risking all that much, and your upside is big. ELF, this one, it needs to, well, let's throw Fibonacci on here, right? Let's throw Fib on here. 886, but we pierced through it like it was nothing. Because we already bounced that twice. I think we will see some kind of double bottom here. EOS, well, this is USD, we don't care. Oh no, wait, it's the US Bitcoin, sorry. EOS Bitcoin, well, this one, let's throw a fib on here. I think it will just keep dropping. I mean, yeah, 786, so 886 is your first potential bounce moment, which is around that 7 here, right? 722, whatever. So yeah, that's where it's interesting to pick some up for a potential little bounce. No, don't expect a big bounce, because I think it will need to double bottom, and especially if Bitcoin will drop, EOS will drop as well. ETC, even though all the Coinbase and all that, right? We went up and then we, you know, thrown ourselves back down. I think it's technically pretty well done. Let's see. Yeah, C65, 618. This is a very, very, very technical pullback, right? Retracement. And maybe we could see another wave to make a double top, or perhaps even higher highs. Ethereum, Bitcoin. Well, Ethereum is showing a little bit of strength here, making a higher low. However, if Bitcoin keeps dropping, Ethereum will most likely drop as well, at least in USD value. Maybe Ethereum Bitcoin will go up though. Ethereum USD, we already went over that. GTO, making new lows. Watch out. Actually, it's at these lows, but I wouldn't really want to pick this up here. It's a very dangerous one. Genesis Vision, just still downtrending. Definitely an interesting project, but it is downtrending. So looking 886, I don't think that's so strong. Though So I would be more looking at this area. I know it's not exactly a fib level, but this is where a lot of price action happened. So it could potentially go all the way back down there. Hot. Alright, so hot. No, not Hydro Protocol. It's the other one. Is, you know, I don't care what it is. It's a shit coin. But it's 11 Satoshi. You know, people who picked it up at 7-8, they made some profit if they sold here, and yeah, that's that. So it's I don't know why Binance even listed this one, right? Icon, right? Well, Icon is at the lows here. If you want to be speculative and pick some up, that's fine. It had some good news as well this week, so yeah, it's up to you. I certainly pick some more up, but yeah, it's entirely up to you if you believe in the project or not. IOTA, well, IOTA just keeps making new lows, well, at least local lows. Let's see where it is on the bigger picture. We take the fib all the way from this wick here, and then up to this wick here. And we're at the 786, 886 is interesting territory down here. I would wait until it gets down there if I wanted to pick some up. IOTX, well, just keeps dropping. Stay out, don't even consider. Key, self key, I'm sorry guys, but this one, it just dropped to new lows. I think this one could potentially go, we don't know where it will go, okay? I would need to look at the KuCoin chart, which TradingView doesn't have. So yeah, I don't know where it will go, guys. It's looking very bad for self key. So, but that's why we always have stops, right? And yeah. So Kyber network. Well, where's Kyber going? Where is Kyber going, guys? Kyber network. Well, this one, it could potentially go down here still. So yeah, a little bit more downside there for Kyber before it could potentially go up. Link. Nice inverted head and shoulders. Someone pointed out on the Telegram as well. However, it had a nice run now. I think it needs to pause and perhaps go back down. So, but this one is one that you could watch potentially, right? Yeah. Loom. Making new lows. I wouldn't want to go in this at all. Lisk making new lows as well. Actually, not new lows just yet. It could still go down here at 4288, and it could potentially be a good pickup. However, very speculative because it's in a massive downtrend. Litecoin, it's same story. It's in a massive downtrend. However, it could just go back down here at 5570, around that level, and you could pick it up and hope for the best. But keep in mind that it is on a massive downtrend. Litecoin USD, same thing. Mana, well, this one is always interesting, right? It's just doing absolutely nothing, just going up, down, up, down, up, down. So if you want to pick some up, you can pick them up at 1168 or so, and yeah. MFT just in a massive downtrend. MTH in a massive downtrend. MTL in a massive downtrend. Nano in a massive downtrend. That's what, when I say that, guys, I mean don't pick any of them up, okay? Navcoin, because I don't see those projects going anywhere either, so that's why. And that's my personal opinion, obviously, but that's why I tell you that. Navcoin, this is an old coin. However, it's in a massive downtrend. I would want to see some kind of uptrend before I would want to pick anything up. Ncash, same story. Don't pick it up. Nablio, same story. Actually, this one is at it needs to hold here. If it drops below this, coin is gone. Okay, at least for a while. New lows are never good, guys. When you make complete new lows, right? Neo to Bitcoin. Like I said last week, I think we could actually see Neo go all the way down here before we see anything happening here. Okay, so but there was a big bounce here, so when it gets down here, expect me to pick some up, because this big bounce is not for nothing, right? We will see another bounce, most likely. Nothing's guaranteed in trading, guys, but most likely. OMG, same thing, needs to get down here, and we could potentially see a big bounce. I mean, we had a big bounce here, so yeah, same thing. Ontology, just on a massive downtrend. I would be interested when it comes back down here though. Pygoz, yeah, Pygoz, it needs to hold there or it falls through this wick. Then we could potentially go all the way back down to this wick at 210 Satoshi. So it needs to hold. POE, well, making slight new lows. Oh, actually it's not new lows, it's exactly down here. So it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's at like the 2, okay, of the bigger wave that was before it. If you like this project, you can pick some up. However, I don't know enough about it. I would pick it up down here though, because that's just real lows, and it doesn't have like that significant of a downtrend, so it could return anytime. Power, yeah, it's it needs to hold in these lows. I'm not a big fan of power, so I'm not picking anything up, but it needs to hold here for anyone who is believing in the power project, right? QSP, Quant Stamp, needs to hold here as well. I do like this project because it's about quantum computing, right? Well, the protection against it with blockchain, and I mean it would need to hold here. If it falls to new lows, then that's bad. Qtum, well, Qtum is another project I like. However, I think we can go all the way down here, so there's still some you know, space to fall. RLC, making new lows. It's trying to consolidate here. It would need to keep consolidating here for me to be interested, right, in order to pick it up. Salt to Bitcoin, well, new lows, stay out, even though it's trying to bottom out, but that's what people thought here as well. Then it popped once and then it went back down. So if it pops once, maybe if you can find anywhere to short it, I don't know where, you could short it down. So Storm, making new lows, stay out. Stratus, making new lows, stay out, even though I don't count. I mean, yeah, the wick, then we get all the way down here. I'd be interested to pick it up down there. Substratum is well, it needs to go a little bit lower before I would be interested, right? 1400 or so. Tron, I don't like this project one bit, but we are at some low where we bounced the time. We had a slight bounce. I wouldn't say a harsh bounce, but you could pick some up at these areas if you would want to. And none of this is obviously you know, telling you to buy anything, but I'm just telling you the technical levels, right? VeChain, well, VeChain just keeps on falling. Let's put a fib on here in order to see the levels of interest. The next one's the 786 here. However, not much of action there. So always look left, see if there's action on the fib, and if there's none, then it's most likely just gonna bounce a little bit and then go further. 886, not much action either. So I would want to see a complete double bottom structure here. Wobby, making new lows. I wouldn't want to be in here at all. So yeah. One Chain, making new lows. I wouldn't want to be in here. Waves, making new lows, even though, I mean, the wick, yeah, you know, maybe pick some up down here if it gets there. That'd be great. Walton Chain, needs to hold here. If it doesn't hold, I can see it going back down here. Let's see if there's also a fib level. We put the fib on here. 886 area, really, right? So yeah, but it needs to hold here, guys. If not, it's gonna drop down here and then it falls all the way down. So massive downtrend. I wouldn't just pick this up. XBT Euro, not really interested. USD. Stellar Lumens, well, Stellar Lumens needs to it bounced a little bit here. That's good to see. it's trying to get above the Ichimoku cloud even on the 6 hour would be great. That would be bullish, right, if it does that. So keep that in mind. Monero to Bitcoin is at these lows. It needs to hold here. If it can hold here, that'd be great. But I would want to see some consolidation before I want to get in. Monero is one of the old coins, guys. It's like a very old coin, and it's a privacy coin. It's the go-to privacy coin, really. So yeah, it's not bad to get a bag if it starts consolidating. Ripple to Bitcoin, new low, well, new local low. So I would expect this to go down to 3601, and if not, all the way back down to 1466, which will be a great pickup because Ripple has a pump once a year, right? This was the pump that year, and that was a massive pump, right? And let's be honest, guys. I don't care if you like Ripple or not, but I bet you like 1400%. Ripple to USD, 33 cents. Verge, really bad project, but it's just slowly probably going to these lows. If it gets down there, I might pick some up just for speculative play that we could get another big one, right? Zach, but that's all very speculative, guys, right? Zach, well, it needs to hold here. It's another one of these privacy coins. If it can hold here for a while and get above the Ichimoku cloud, we could look at playing this. Not for now. Zilliqa. So Zilliqa Bitcoin, it's in a massive downtrend. I wouldn't want to pick this up. Wait for it to get all the way to the double bottom and then be interested. Let's see some fib levels on this. Right. 886. So we see a tiny bounce from the 886. Nothing much really yet. 786 didn't really had a big bounce either. So yeah, double bottom is what I would wait for. 0x. This is one of the coins that could potentially get on Coinbase. So once it gets down here again, I might pick some up for a very speculative play that it gets listed on Coinbase, and you know, just play the pump, right? That's about, you know, as good as you can get it. So yeah, just hope that it gets actually on Coinbase and that it gets a pump, right? Doc, well, just making new lows, so I wouldn't buy this yet. I'll wait for it to find the bottom. Very new coin. And that's that, guys, for the crypto market roundup, right? So once again, Bitcoin, if we just look at it once more on the 1 hour, it needs to kind of get above this Ichimoku cloud if we want to be bullish. Well, short-term bullish, very short-term, right? But nonetheless, that would tell me like maybe you know, we could see a run. However, keep in mind that we are below the 6.5, so I am bearish right now. And also, this gave you so this shorting opportunity, guys. Just want to quickly touch on that. Basically, all you had to do was take a fib from this upswing to the downswing, and on Binance it's a little harder to see, but on BitMEX was a lot easier to see. Basically, we went to the 0.5, right, and then we got rejected. Well, another thing to see was obviously the 4 hour hitting that that EMA, the 21 EMA, and on the 1 hour obviously hitting the Ichimoku cloud, getting rejected. So there were multiple ways to enter this short, really. And here once again, hitting that EMA, hitting the Ichimoku, you could have shorted that as well. So yeah, just to tell you a little bit about that. Also, guys, if you're not in the Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPies blog, where you can ask me any questions, you can ask other people questions. It's just a great chat box to be in, right? So join up with that. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so you guys were talking about Korea having higher prices. Yeah, they always have a premium, but both on the up and on the downside. So yeah, it swings both ways. So what they're not telling you about Bitcoin. So this one's an interesting video, guys. I recommend you guys to watch that. I did, and yeah, it tells you a little bit more about what the differences between all the ETFs. That some are future based and some are commodity. Like the Fennec is the commodity based one, and that's why it's a difference, right? So yeah, at least a big difference in sentiment, right? So yeah, watch that. Also guys, join up with the CryptoPy's feed where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs, and when I find the ICO I'll tell you guys to whitelist for it so you can join the sale, right? What I look for in ICO is a strong team, low token metrics, so a low market cap so it's easy to flip, and of course it needs to be a infrastructure project such as a blockchain or a protocol, because that's what we still need, right? And that's where the big money is still made. So yeah, but at the moment I'm not really getting into many ICOs because the market just keeps tanking, right? And if Ethereum keeps tanking as well, that's bad for your investment. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Now of course I also post the video of Binance here, right, the sneak preview. There's also other videos being posted guys, when I find something interesting, right, or a news article or whatever. If I think it's worthy of your viewing, then I will post it, right? So yeah, join up with that guys. Also follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and also follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. And yeah, that's that guys. Both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.